Hey.
Yeah?
You ever wonder why we're here?
We're waiting for Warlord. He said he'd be here after he finds yum-yums.
Oh, well, where is he?
Buried in the backyard. It's best we don't tell him.
He's not coming, isn't he?
Probably not. I guess we need someone else to help host this episode.
What about that cranky robot guy?
Oh, I help? He's busy clearing his hard drives after he nearly got bricked. Something with a bunch of games being put there. I don't know.
That was I help? I thought it was just a PC.
Wait, that was you?
Hey, gamer girl's gotta game as much as she can. Just tell him to stay the hell away from my chow garden. Anyway, do you have any other ideas?
I don't think so. Never mind. I think I have an idea. I'll be back.
What do you want, Rewind? Can't you see I was busy sleeping?
You've been sleeping here for 14 hours straight.
Well, what else am I supposed to do?
If you're not gonna help pay rent, then you could at least help me host my show.
I guess you make a point, but don't expect me to be that good at it.
Don't worry about it. I got the hang of it pretty fast. You'll be fine. I'll help you out.
Oh, thanks, Serina.
I did it. I went from the student to teacher. Don't mention it.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Henry?
Oh, okay. I'm Henry, last name Gimp. I help Rewind with research sometimes, but not too much. He offered me a place to stay, too. I don't really know how to do this, so am I doing okay?
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah, right. I know Rewind from high school, and I guess if I can help Rewind out, then I might be good for something.
So, who do we have today? The excitement is eating me alive!
Well, temperature makes up the most intricate balance of life within the known world. In the warmth, we thrive. In the cold, we cower. The iciest of foes can make for a dangerous match, such as with the likes of our combatants.
Ooh. Who's fighting? Mr. Freeze? Sub-Zero? Todoroki?
Articuno?
Frozone, the ice-sliding heroic ally of the Incredibles, and Elsa, the magical ice princess of Disney's Frozen.
Bruh.
Well, this is gonna suck.
Hey, what's wrong with the Incredibles?
No. Frozone is fine. It's just Disney trash that got me disappointed.
Hey, at least Frozone will kill Elsa.
Hey, I like the way you think.
We'll see if that happens when... Today we Rewind Rumble!
Okay, Rewind. I'll leave you to get started on Elsa. I'll do Frozone.
Do I get a say in this?
Nope, you dragged us into this shit. You get the princess. Me and my boy Henry get Frozone.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Frozone. There's nothing here.
What? You mean he has no backstory?
Technically, there was. In a DVD of the film, it was said he discovered his powers at the age of 2 and donned the super suit not long after. Not much else to it.
You knew you had nothing on him, you ass.
If that's the case, let's move on to Elsa then. Princess Elsa of Arendelle was far from an average kid. Blessed with ice magic at a young age, Elsa did what every child would naturally do, and create a magical snow play date with her sister Anna. Well, one accidental blast to the head and a visit to rock people later, her sister is healed and Elsa was put on an anti-magic training program via her father, until he and her mother died via an ocean storm out at sea.
And what do you get when you mix no parents, uncontrollable powers, and a royal coronation around the corner? An emotional breakdown in an early winter. Damn, you'd think they would have gotten Jon Snow's warning by now.
Damn, that takes what happened to Zora's domain in Ocarina of Time, but about 40 minutes instead of 7 years. Talk about repressed anger.
And I'm pretty sure anyone in the audience who had a younger sister at the time knows what's next. Ice castle, sister chases her, meets a snowman, meets a larger snowman, and the magic of love and friendship saves the day.
Okay, Frozone's power set. Frozone is able to manipulate the oxygen in the air in order to freeze objects and also shoot out concentrated beams of ice. And since he's been learning since 2 years old, you already know he knows what he's doing. He can create ice to shield people, barriers to stop others in their tracks, move around like he's ice skating, and stop the motion in an object by freezing it. He could do this almost instantaneously, to the point of freezing someone. Or by freezing a bullet coming out of a gun? How is that even possible?
Alright, newbie, leave this to me.
You realize this is your second time doing this, right?
Bitch, did I stutter?
Ay ay ay.
In order to figure out the temperature change of the bullet, we need to figure out the temperature it reaches.
Facts
Upon
are
fire,
free!
the average bullet can come out to be around 267 degrees Celsius, or 513 degrees Fahrenheit. In order to cool the bullet to the point of stopping mid-air frozen solid, the ice has to be cold enough to freeze a superheated object. For ice to cool down anything at such a temperature alone within seconds, we are looking at temperatures below zero, as in at least negative 459 degrees Fahrenheit. Not just that, we are also talking about freezing a moving bullet being shot out of a 9mm which fires shots at 102 miles per hour. For the ice to freeze a moving, superheated object moving at such speeds point blank, Frozone's ice temperature has to be within the range of negative 500 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 800 degrees Fahrenheit. There's also the fact that he manages to overpower an old geezer that is capable of vomiting out lava which can reach temperatures much higher. Granted, it could have been the kinetic force that stopped him, not the ice's temperature alone. Then again, his ice doesn't kill anyone. Those temperatures would be insanely fatal, so how this works is really questionable.
I didn't think we'd go into that much detail.
Well, now you know, so I'll do the same for Elsa now. Elsa's magic allows her to create ice, snow, cold winds, and generally anything that has to do with ice under her control. She uses this magic mainly to generate ice or snow, not oftenly in an offensive manner, although they definitely have the ability to hurt others and generate good defenses. She isn't limited to that alone. She can control water vapor and water droplets to reveal things in the past or just control it alone.
Pretty sure Elsa can create life on top of that, right? I doubt Midget Snowman and Oversized Marshmallow are outliers.
Everyone knows about Elsa freezing all of Arendelle in a matter of minutes. This includes freezing lakes, oceans, large land masses, nature. Anything in the way was completely frozen. The math in of itself is ridiculously large, factoring the land, ocean, air, and other variables being frozen in a matter of seconds and accounting all the freezing within minutes altogether. For Elsa to be able to freeze such a quantity, her potency has the worth of 8.6 gigatons of TNT, and this is a measurement that she accidentally unleashed via an emotional breakdown.
Here's a
I would want to say
quickie.
she needs to take a chill pill, but, you know, I don't want to sound too cold.
Wow, cool execution. Talk about shattering expectations with such mind-numbing jokes.
Alright guys, moving away from the frigid jokes here, we can look at the second movie and see that she created a massive ice wall to stop a giant wave and stopped it from sinking all of Scandinavia. Looking at the wave, if we measure Elsa's size, we can determine the wave is 122 meters tall and 143 meters wide. Then we would need to double the length, which would give us the base area of 16,412 meters squared. After we multiply that by the height and dividing it by 3 to get the total volume, divide that by 2, all while keeping in mind that ice usually has a density of 917 kilograms per meter to the power of 3, we then need the mass of the frozen water shown, which is around 917 million kilograms. So after multiplying multiple factors, we have 13.7 kilotons of TNT. Using the change of phase equation, we will get a subtotal of 73.261 kilotons of TNT. Adding it all up, Elsa freezing the tidal wave would equate to 87.017 kilotons of TNT, and she did this casually without breaking a sweat.
Okay, but don't forget that Frozone is also able to use its ice to hold back a yacht from crashing onto land.
Oh yeah, in the second film, Frozone had to use a heavy amount of snow to cushion a yacht from crashing onto land. While it was slowing down a tad bit, it was still moving really fast. For this, we need to get the volume of the yacht, which is 312 feet by 48 feet by 72 feet. After adding in a bit more math, we also have to find the rate of Frozone's ice by using volume over time times pressure. After all that, and seeing all the ice that he produced within 9 seconds, the set amount of ice produced is 197 cubic meters per second. That's basically releasing 10 tons of TNT worth of energy.
Moving on to speed, Elsa has shown to be much faster than the average human. She has shown to be able to react to crossbow shots, and the average medieval crossbow shot can be fired at 138 FPS, which is roughly 95 miles per hour. Her attacks on average can also reach those kinds of speeds, as shown when she created a giant ice bridge in the ocean, and how fast she is able to passively freeze an entire island in a day, which was much faster. She was also able to instinctively react to Nock, the spiritual water horse, who traveled from the enchanted forest to Elsa's kingdom in 30 seconds, which is a 57,000 mile distance, which makes her reaction speed Mach 75, although the most impressive feat was when she sneezed out a large snowball from Arendelle to the Southern Isles in less than 5 seconds.
Wait, what? You're really gonna use a crappy Christmas special scene to calculate her speed? Shame on you. I thought you were better than that.
I mean, it's technically canon. Seems to be scraping the bottom of the barrel compared to most of the other feats, though.
Well, regardless, for this feat to even happen, we'd have to figure out the distance that Iceball traveled, using a real-world map as reference. Since these locations are connected to real-world places, Arendelle would be closest to Stockholm, and the Southern Isles would be closest to Sarema. Using the real-world equivalents to calculate the distance, which is the distance between Stockholm and Sarema, this is around 279 kilometers or 173 miles. In a straight line, the snowball traveled 5 seconds in
Using the distance times time formula, we basically have to multiply 173 miles with the speed of the snowball using the seconds time unit, which would come out to be a little under 125,000 miles or over 200,000 kilometers per hour, which is about 67% the speed of lightning, aka Mach 163. This means the speed of her attack can reach this magnitude.
Pretty quick-witted there, kid.
I wouldn't really call it quick-witted. I'm not that smart.
Henry, why do you always do this? You're just lazy.
Rewind, my precious boy, my amigo. I will not hesitate to rip your fucking throat out if you bully him again!
Serina? Are you okay?
Don't worry about it, she's just joking around. You should hear her when we're hanging out.
And Henry? I'm gonna need you to stop self-loathing because my friend's doing that makes me really sad.
I'm your friend?
Guys, we're getting off topic.
Alright, durability. Frozone was able to tank a hit from one of the Omnidroids, which in and of itself looks like an octopus inside a bowling ball.
You might even say a strike from one of these balls is strong enough to level a building, making him able to take the same kind of pressure.
As for Elsa, her durability isn't really her strong point. While she has taken the forces of waves of water and a few reasonable strong attacks, nothing really puts her above wall level.
While Frozone might be highly versatile and have access to a ton of movement, no matter how much experience he has with his freezing powers, he can't use them without moisture or water. If he overuses his powers, he can find himself in a state where he can't get enough moisture or water to cast a counterattack.
Elsa isn't too experienced in battle, being a princess and all, and given her powers are tethered to her emotions, her main character mentality makes it hard to keep that too consistent. On top of this, her impulsive attack patterns and lack of strategy will be hard to work with against someone of the likes of Frozone.
Overall, both Elsa and Frozone are highly competent and well-taught ice users. While each have learned to use their respective powers in different ways, each have paralleling shortcomings that makes it hard to get a good read on who the true victor could be.
And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time. Let the battle begin!
I'm freezing my ass off out here, Bob. You owe me for this shit. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, get your ass down here. What in the...
Hey, my name's Olaf and Okay, bye-bye, mister.
weirdest shit I've seen in a long time. Hey, princess, you gonna come out here, or you gonna send some more of those ruthless soldiers?
What the? He has powers like mine.
Hey! Who are you?
I'm Frosty the motherfucking snowman. As you can see, it doesn't matter. We have a mess to clean up, and I'm here to chaperone you the way there. Now you can get your little white ass down there, or I'm gonna bring it back myself.
First off, how dare you talk to another human being like that? I can't go back to Arendelle. If I go back, I'll cause more damage than I've already done. I can't do that to Elsa.
Okay, I tried to do this the easy way.
Let me go! Ugh.
Go on, do something. I dare you. I double dare you. What the fuck? Coming with me, whether you like it or not. She can create life, really? Why not?
Concealed!
Damn! No juice left. Now I see why they said dead or alive. Look at what you've done. What? No, you gotta be kidding.
Oh, you gonna need an ambulance?
Damn. Did that just happen? A Frozen W over an Incredibles W is cringe. Rewind, you have some explaining to do. How did a Disney princess be an actual superhero?
I feel like you're only hating on Frozen because it's the cool thing to do.
Okay, fine, you got me.
This is in no way a stomp. Frozone did have the advantage in experience, skill, and durability, and likely has taken down more dangerous foes, but that's about as much of the rope he can pull. Speed for combat is about even for both, given their similar reaction speeds for projectile attacks and getting around, but Elsa edges out due to her much more instinctive and shorter time span reactions.
But Frozone stopped a bullet! Elsa blocked a crossbow bolt! Aren't bullets faster?
Correct, but Frozone knew ahead of time that the bullet was coming, whereas Elsa reacted to the crossbow bolt post firing. This means Elsa reacted to her shot in less time than Frozone did, since he used his ice before the bullet was fired.
Plus, Elsa had the stamina game in the bag, given how her powers were more innately magical and not linked to moisture. Add that to the difference in power, putting it simply, comparing the two is like comparing a pistol to, say, a miniature nuke?
But Frozone's taken on far stronger foes than Elsa. Isn't exactly the type for taking hits.
You're not wrong, and there are some scenarios where Frozone could edge a win or two, but in the majority of scenarios, not Elsa's far higher destructive magic and seemingly endless levels of stamina give her the win.
I guess I can't argue with that. I'm still not the biggest Frozone fan, but I will say I underestimated her. She won fair and square.
Making the winner of this Rumble, Elsa.
On the next episode of Rewind Rumble.
Well, I actually had fun with that.
You did a great job, Henry. You actually came in the clutch earlier when you took over that formula I got caught on.
Dude, you're really smart. If I look at those numbers for too long, I start to get headaches.
I mean, the stats and numbers weren't the issue here, it's... No, never mind, it's fine.
Sorry, kiddo, that one won't float. Tell me what's up.
Aren't you a year younger than him?
Shush you. Now come on, man, I don't like seeing people like this.
I've still got a lot of mixed feelings right now. Some stuff I really want to keep to myself. What I will say, though, positive reinforcement wasn't really common when I was young. It was all focus on your grades and get a good job and stuff. But look at me now. I'm bunking with a friend as a waste of space most of the time.
Whoa, dude, you're not a waste of space. I let you stay here because I know how smart you could be, and honestly, I wanted to ask you to be the co-host long before I asked Warlord.
I know that, but I've only met Serina today and she's complimented me too.
Well, duh! You're smart, you're nervous. This is your first time and I wanted you to feel confident about it. I might have only helped out once before myself, but every bit of confidence helps in the long run. Besides, when I said you're a friend, I meant it.
Thanks. I'll get used to the nerves then, I guess.
You mean the jitters? Don't worry, I'll find something to eat that helps settle the stomach. I know a pancake place if you want to come with.
Now you're talking my language.
Alright, if they're getting food, I'll get on with some work.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I hear something about an incredibly obvious and overused joke?
I thought you were cleaning your drives.
Oh, I finished that a while ago. I've been playing on this Sonic Adventure save file for a while and taking care of these chows.
Well, have fun with that.
Do 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 do.